Hi, welcome to the channel. On my last video, we took a look at this little 12-litre backpack I got from Mountain Warehouse and whether we could fit a whole wild camping setup in it, which I think we've achieved, but obviously you have to go through the comments of the video, which is out about now, I think, actually, to see what your opinions are, what I missed out and stuff. But what it got me thinking of is obviously 12 litres is on the small side of a bag you want to take out for an overnight camp. But what it got me thinking is actually a 20 to 30 litre bag would be absolutely fine in terms of space, give me options for some different sleeping bags, give me options to take a little bit more gear out with me, but would still be quite lightweight. So I had a good look at what kind of lightweight options there were out there. Found quite a few ones around the sort of 90 to 120 pound mark that were pretty lightweight, but I wanted something that, you know, as cheap as possible. So I picked up this OEX Vallo Flow 30 litre bag. It's supposedly retails for 70 quid, but it's been on sale in blacks for a while now for about £19, and they had a clearance offer, 15% off, so about £16. It was £4.95 postage. It cost me about £21 in total. So it's a 30 litre bag. It weighs just 600 grams, and it's designed as a kind of hybrid working commuting bag, as well as a bag that's good enough to be taken out into the hills or a walk for a day pack. So I thought 600 grams, about £21, I thought I would give it a go. And upon receiving the bag, I thought I'd do a little video just showing you the basic functions and features of the bag and what it looks like and stuff, because when I was looking for reviews, when I was looking for more information, I couldn't find anything apart from what was on the Black's website and Go Outdoors and stuff. So not really many reviews of the bag or anything like that. So it seems nice enough. It is very lightweight. It's got a semi-rigid foam back to give it some structure. It's got two straps. It's got a mid strap and it's got a waist strap as well. And these things look quite nice, the OEX VF30, and they are little places where you could hang a carabiner as well. So I could use that to hang a drinks bottle from the front and a tripod like I would normally do on my normal bags. It's got a pocket at the top like most bags do, quite a decent size. You can get bits and pieces in there, and it's got a little mini clip to put your car keys on or something else valuable you don't want to drop out. It's got a hook here, and it's got one sort of strap here for you to hang other bits and pieces off as well if you want to, and it's got a flat zip pocket on the front to put bits and pieces in. Not very big, but you can get a few little things in there, snacks and stuff you wanted to have easy access to. On this side, it's got one stretchy pocket, so I'd probably use that to put like a bivvy in or something like that, but you can use it for drinks bottles as well. On the other side, it hasn't got a pocket like that because it's got a zip, and that gives you access to what is supposedly a padded area for a laptop or a tablet, something like that. So that's the kind of commuter work type element of the bag. But you could put other things in there, I guess. You could put a couple of thin layers of clothes like thermal leggings, thermal top, or you could try and fold up a sit mat and put it into there, or you could use it for a laptop and actually use this as a work bag as well. So access to the bag is just a double zip along the top, and that gives you access to a main compartment. So the main compartment is just all in one, but there is a zipped area here with a sort of mesh pocket to put other bits and pieces in. So in terms of simplicity, it's pretty simple. You would be able to cram all your stuff into it there, but I would recommend putting things into a dry bag because there's no waterproof cover on this bag. The material would have a little bit of water resistance, but you wouldn't want to trust it in anything more than a very light shower. So I would put one big dry bag in here. I would stuff all the stuff that I put into my 12 litre bag in here, but there is more room, so I'd be able to take a warmer sleeping bag. I'd probably get the OEX EV200 sleeping bag in here, for example. So yeah, a lot more space, very lightweight. I think it's a smart looking bag if you're going to use it as a work bag as well, or a commuting bag. So it's quite limited in terms of hanging points, but you've got enough hanging points, I think, to get a little bit of gear on the outside of the bag if you're going to use dry bags and carabiners and stuff, and the one pocket to get, like I say, that the outdoor research bivvy would fit in there fine, but you don't have any additional straps to hold it tight. So just obviously bear that in mind. It's not as not as fully featured as in terms of a walking bag as this little tiny one from Mountain Warehouse, to be honest. But I think this would definitely work as a lightweight overnight bag at 600 grams. I think the price is absolutely great when it's on that much of a sale. I can't see it ever being worth 70 quid, but like a lot of OEX pricing, the price is not really a realistic price as to what you would pay. So there is only one issue with this bag, and that is it's arrived damaged. There is a hole right here where it should be sewn up neatly. There's no stitching, or the stitching's come completely loose, and there's a hole. So I'll be sending this bag back, which is why I thought I'd do a really quick overview video now, because this is going to have to go back, and with their return policy, there's no guarantee you'll get sent a replacement. They might not have them in stock or whatever. I figured before we send it back, let's actually give it a bit of a test in terms of putting some gear into the bag. So the 12-litre bag was an absolute summer setup, incredibly lightweight, 3.8 kilos. So I thought, what if I went just a little bit heavier, put a bit of extra gear in, a thicker sleeping bag and stuff? Is this 30-litre pack going to cut it? So if I get offered the choice of exchanging for another bag exactly the same as this one, but hopefully without the damage, or do I want my money back? Would I just want the money back and move on to a different bag, or do I want to actually give this a proper try and take it out camping and stuff? So I'll just quickly empty the bag to show you what I've got in there. So very similar to the 12-litre bag, but with just a few little extras and a different sleeping bag. So it should be better for 2 seasons because it's got a warmer sleeping bag. So we've got the same outdoor research bug bivvy. So that fits in the side pocket fine, and the side pocket is deep enough and taut enough that I'd feel secure with that in there, even without a top strap. Haven't got anything in the top pocket, haven't needed to, and the bag is not very crammed either. I've just whacked it all in there, not made much of an effort. It fits really well. So same as last time, we've got a first aid kit, head torch, beanie hat, thermal leggings, thermal top, but this time, as someone put in the comments last video, a spare pair of socks. We've got the same pegs which needed for the bivvy, same water filter which is inside the water bag, a Rab Silwyn tarp. Didn't put this in last time. I said last time it could have been attached to the outside of the bag if you were expecting rain, but I think we're looking for a more of a 2-season setup. We would assume that we're going to take the tarp as standard, obviously with the proviso that you are going to need 1 or 2 trekking poles to make best use of that. But again, I would use trekking poles on a long hike anyway, so I don't see that as an additional weight. A little bit of food, just some noodles, and a cook system in this one. Obviously, people were saying cook system was absolutely essential. So this is my cook system. It's really small. It's the MSR Pocket Rocket 2 and the Solo Cook Kit. So it's got its own measuring thing on the outside for the water, its own cook pot, and inside that is the gas cylinder turned upside down, and the stove and a lighter is all in there. So there's everything you need to boil water and, you know, cook basic things and noodles and rice and stuff. So really compact, pretty lightweight, but it wasn't going to squeeze into the 12-litre bag, but it fits easy into this one here. So the same overnight bag of toothpaste, deodorant, mouthwash and stuff. The same emergency toilet bag as well with the trowel and all the other stuff, same as last time. The same Nemo Philo pillow, which is a really good one. The same Mountain Warehouse inflatable air mat. And there's a little pot stand for the gas canister, just to give it a bit of extra security. And then what is different from last time? Last time I went with my very lightest summer $14.99 Aldi sleeping bag. This is my 2-season OEX bag, and it kind of matches the blues and greys of the bag, which is quite nice. So this is one of my favourite bits of kit actually. It cost me £28 brand new from Go Outdoors. It's really nice and soft. It's pretty warm for the weight, I'd say. It is only a 1 or 2 season bag. I've been using it quite extensively on the channel because It was the only sleeping bag I had at the start that fitted into my £100 budget for going out with. So I've used it an awful lot. Build quality seems to be fine so far. It's wearing well. It's been out on quite a few trips with me. And so it packs down pretty small in the bottom of this bag. So that was just a really quick look at this pack. Like I said previously, it weighs 600 grams. So it is really lightweight. It's got a reasonably padded back. And for the water, it's got two quite cool little loops on the front of the thing. So what I always do when I'm out hiking is I just clip my water bottle on with a carabiner onto one of these, and that's absolutely fine. But to be fair, you could get a water bottle inside this bag. There's plenty of room in the bag for other stuff. I didn't absolutely cram it tight. I didn't put anything in the really thin, narrow pocket here. I didn't really see any point. But I could have put my thermal clothes in there as well if I wanted to. Maybe that might even give you a little bit more padding in the back. So yeah, I think based on the price, £21, the 600 grams weight, the fact that I think you can get a 2-season setup into here, you could probably get away with even carrying a really small tent in there as well, if I use perhaps one of my smallest, lightest ones. Weighs in at 4.65 kilos, all in with all this gear, which is pretty solid. That includes a tiny bit of food. The only weight you're going to have to add is water, and obviously you might want a couple of snacks and stuff. But there was plenty of room left in the bag to squeeze other things in. I didn't have to hammer the sleeping bag in, didn't have to compress it too much. So yeah, I think it is pretty solid. I'm going to go for an exchange. I think I'm going to try and take this for a camp. There's other bags I'm interested in getting which are lighter again, but we're talking a bit more money for those. So obviously I'm trying to focus at the moment on the really budget stuff, especially with the recent cost of living crisis here in the UK as well. And I'm selling bits and pieces of gear on eBay and Facebook now to try and start paying my way and stuff, and not just hoarding tons of gear and stuff, because I do believe gear should be used as much as possible and not kind of hoarded in your house and stuff. So I do want to use gear and then sell it on. So imagine if I use this bag for a while, I might then sell it on or maybe even give it away on the channel. So yeah, hopefully they will send me another bag that doesn't have the misstitching on the corner here, and I'll be able to get out for a camp. Anyway, big thanks for watching if you made it this far. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do hit subscribe, that'd be absolutely brilliant. And if you've enjoyed the video at all, please give me a like, and I'll be sure to catch you next one. Cheers.